which can then again spark a discussion who the best player in the world is right now. It is definitely one of the two. I don't think anyone can support an argument that Lin or Fortitude aren't the best players in the world right now. Earlier today, Fortitude showed that he can beat Lin. Now, ball is in Lin's corner once again. We do have a faster opening, but now, after what happened today, after years and years and years and years, you can't be sure that 40 is opening Archmage Footman. And that changes the dynamic of this matchup a lot. Like, you always had to guess a little bit if it's Mountain King or Archmage. But in the past couple of weeks and months, it was mostly Archmage anyway. And then 40 earlier also opened up with Mountain King and destroyed Lin on Hammerfall. This is the... It's a Mountain King again. And it is a Mountain King again on Concealed, similar to Hammerfall. This was the map where Human played Mountain King one base into air. And Lin gotta play this a bit careful. You don't want to fall to a fat level 5 Mountain King anymore. Fat in power levels, of course. So at the moment, we can all be considered very lucky to not see Pally Rifle. But 40 doesn't get any time to truly creep. And Mountain King level 1 is really, really, really underwhelming. It is an interesting sight to see that 40 apparently has completely given up on Archmage, at least today.
A player's forces are under attack.
But here's level 2, and that is Bash, and that makes things a little tricky. I love that 40 is doing this. I love that he's experimenting. And successfully experimenting. He's just the boss. Wonder how motivated Lin is. Like, he's owning pretty much every competition he steps into. WSB, his, versus Lin. Versus Happy, wins. It would be an interesting twist of fate if it's Fortitude who's the one who beats him. After basically a decade of Lin winning every single important match between them. And did this do enough? I am not sure about that. Level 3 Mountain King. 0 steals. The advantage, of course, is fast tech. Is he doing the same mistake again and goes Raiders into MK? Because that truly backfired on Hammerfall in their first series. I say this for a long time, but I think Wyvern are the answer. Raiders. That's crazy to me. Like, Wyvern into Raiders, I totally understand. But it's a creeping game right now. You need levels. I could never imagine a day where Happy wouldn't be number 1. Hard work pays off, Trunks.
Player's forces are under attack.
But it's true. Yeah, I think Wyvern would do a lot more right now. Am I wrong with that? Every Stormbolt should be a kill. Here we go. Last hit important, but boom, that's the Headhunter gone. Does he think that Headhunters are enough to creep? Gets it. So he got one footy for the land snare. Good block by Lane. Second footy. We're getting there. Now we got Storm/Wave. Probably Wave. Yeah. You don't want to invest the skill point just for this fight. Solid Footman rotation, but maybe a bit too early. We're going into Rifle very soon. Or instant tier 3. Oh yeah, he has a Lumber Mill. It's tier 3. He goes Mass Air.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sticks with the footies. They hold good value, as always. And what now, Lin? Counter expansion. This should be a solid timing. Fortitude is nowhere near ready. Okay. Creep Jack. Oh, has to go for the TP. Zeppelin wouldn't save him thanks to Ensnare. That's huge. Oh, 38 HP on the Shredder. He needed that lumber boost desperately.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Lin wants to go for economy, wants to slow this down. Tier 2 has been reached, call to arms coming. This is a lot of damage. Boom, Raider down. Economy again. This Nairo, 59 months, my dude, support for the best guys on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice Zeppelin play by Lin. I really like that. He wants the Shredder so bad. He's gonna get that Shredder. Yep. Very different approach by Lin this game. And now he's going Archmage Casters? Maybe because of the Shredder kill? Ooh. That's another cancel, isn't it? It's close. You can TP out afterwards. Oh my god. Oh my god. Perfect execution 40. Lin wasn't ready with the Raiders. Was greedy, wanted that Zeppelin, couldn't defend. Dude, offense is the best defense. That's the matter. Offense is the best defense. In so many matchups, that's the case. You know, broken record, Neo. But it's just a fact. This guy has the timings down to a dot. And now he can of course go into Rifle Casters, so not stubbornly going into tier 3, which I think was clearly the play with that early Lumber Mill. Is always an indicator for tier 3 play. He just switches and goes tier 3 later. Sharking around. with water elementals this time. Do it again, 40. We have the pillage up, so at least Lynn gets something. But on a farm, like percentage money on a farm is nothing. Oh, 40 is playing 4D chess. I'm super curious if Lynn finds a way to beat this. One base, MK 4.5. Super low supply though, but so far 40 is not giving him the time to fight. Bringing the fight to him now with the Mountain King in a very odd situation. As he's on the left hand side, no staff for 50 seconds. But the human base build, just too good. A heal potion as well. He's safe. 40 has what Happy had when he dominated the scene. Just the best decision making. Lynn is owning every other human for more than a decade. And 40 switches up the formula with Pally first, with Mountain King first. This is something where Lynn is not too comfortable against. But maybe he still finds a way. This is good money. This is really good money. No repair. He gets it, right? Boom. Okay. Thing is, question is, like, unquestionable that this execution was good. Was it too late? Lynn got a lot of pillage damage and a lot of resources. 40 has a bank of 1,000 gold too.
A player's forces are under attack.
So he can spend it. Get up to 60, 65. Push the base and win. But Lynn is ready. Mass Raiders. Grubby style. Oh, and this is the keep. There's so much gold. There's so much gold. Look at the gold. Oi, 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 oi. No arcane either. 40 is struggling. Big time all of a sudden. We don't have clap just yet. Raiders will fall. It is calculated. Workers, one after the next. They fall like flies. Sorceress as well. He has to abandon this now. 2 Raiders dead. Mountain King close to level 5 here now. Attack is over. And that's another one. And that's another one. He's feeding him up to level 5. Is that right? Getting greedy now, are we? Lucky that this Raider wasn't. And I think nuking this Farseer was a mistake. Getting the Raider, get closer to 5. Maybe the better way. Expo, back up just like that. Just like that. But Lynn isn't done. I got the zaps though. And now Lynn is the one on 2 base.
A player's forces are under
This is
attack.
where the game gets really good. But the game actually, let's be honest, might be over in a bit. He's going for the workers one more time. TP on Lynn. 40 busy retraining to clap. Not in position here. Didn't expect the Zeppelin to come in this quickly. No repair possible at the moment. There's not enough workers. There is that snare. 40 is losing the tier 2. OMG! And he makes double sure to get this kill. Still no repair. 3 workers, not enough. And it's again 2 base versus 1 base, but this time it's also tier 1 versus tier 2. How do you recover now?
player's
I don't
forces
think you
are
do.
under attack.
You can't go for the counterattack. Lin is so rich, does more damage. This recovery has been incredible by Lin. Simple yet effective. 40 has to tap out and Lin wins game 1. Woo! Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. And in hindsight, I bow to the decision of Lin sniping that shredder. It changed the entire game. And using the Zeppelin also changed the entire game. That was brilliant. Brilliant by Lin, who is now currently the best player in the world. Obviously. Oh, this was so good, man. This was so good. So the Mountain King's been cracked. Sagittarius, thank you for the 13 months. It is very, very, very hard to outplay Fortitude in a situation like this. But he did. Decisively. I think the second attack he didn't really see coming. The second, like I think he didn't even see the first Zeppelin drop coming, and the second one just completely broke him. 30 seconds till game. Match points, Lin. Ignore humans completely and go for buildings with pillage. Beautiful execution. 100%. I don't know if that was sarcastic or not, but it was. And it was clear in the first series between the two that straight up fighting doesn't work. I didn't believe in mass raiders. I thought it has to be Wyvern into raiders, but Lin was spot on. Took 40's momentum away. Used his own base against him. And was very successful. I applaud that. Match points, Lin. Hammerfall. In their series in the group stage, 40 played Mountain King here. And Lin ran into him and owned him. Like, 40 owned him with that Mountain King. But I guess lessons learned. Is it a Mountain King again? Ooh, are we living in these exciting times where there's 3 possible first heroes for human versus orc? Who's it gonna be? I zoom in on it as if you could see it in the building, but no, Mountain King it is. Similar to what we've seen before. Lin, fast tech. And can he convert the performance on Concealed Hill to Hammerfall? Orcs more and more appreciating the fast tech possibilities. No racks. Who needs grunts? Who needs headhunters? Nobody cares, bro. You can do everything you want with tier 2. Mission statement Fortitude, get levels, get expo. Mission statement Lin, make it as expensive and slow as possible. He's probably not going to be able to prevent it with basically no investment into the early game. His time to shine arrives at tier 2, as it was before. And we already have the distraction.
Our players' forces are under attack.
And the chip damage. And the tech progression. I feel like nobody scouts anymore, says Awakumit. I guess it's a conscious decision to cut corners for the early economy. I mean, if you see a Farseer like this, you expect it. You don't necessarily need to scout. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Tier 1 tower push, but then Lin is the best against tower pushes. Ever. Good zoning. No chance for Lin to steal anything. Ring of Protection. Nice, nice, nice. So far, Lin, with every series, he learned a bit more. Even though his Peli rifle defense was not that amazing. Like, the advantage for Orc to scout isn't really that big. The Farseer is in the human base anyway. And it's like, you can't really hard counter a Farseer, right? Like, Stormbolt Surround would be a hard counter, but then just play passive and create distance.
Town is under siege.
Doesn't really matter what hero the human plays, you want to delay him anyway, so that universally works. And on the other side, if you see a Farseer, you have it confirmed. If you like, what else? Like, Blade Master? Very rarely. On some maps, maybe. And peons are super slow, so you don't really get information that much faster. Fast level 3. Fortitude coming back. Now shoes on the other foot. Not possible to fast rush and cancel barracks? No. No. Buildings take a bit of time, but not that much. Mountain King big healing. Lin preparing a faster expansion.
player's forces are
I wonder if there's if there's people looking for direct strike streams, seeing this right now, be like, hey, this game is good outside of direct strike as well. God damn. Did Fortitude sell the ring? Yes, but he got a level 4 ring instead. So level 5 ring doesn't offer that much more than a level 4 ring, but the sell value is infinitely higher. TP or fight is the question. He has the potion. Does he want to commit? Yeah. With walkers this time. This is a huge adjustment by Lin, by the way. To go for Spirit Link, which is distributing the damage, which is especially good against single target damage like Stormbolt. And this is something he didn't play before at all. I really, really, really like this. So we're less heavy on the Raider lame Zeppelin drop. And we're getting a better fighting army. This Mountain King doesn't have that much impact, to be honest. I mean, Expo is up, he's teching. Sell values are 75 gold and 180 gold. Yeah, 180 gold is crazy, man. 4+1 armor difference. Over 100 gold. Ooh, shotgun. He gets some potions before. That was essential. Mountain King without mana isn't working that well. Lin got his TC to level 3 as well. He's kind of owning Fortitude, we gotta say. Isn't he? Big damage towards towers, shop. And, oh, Pillage isn't ready yet, but he's buying time for that Expo. 40 has to call Militia at a stage where he would love to go for tier 2 buildings. Aiming for that TC. There is a cloak, a ward. That ward belongs to Lin, though, and he's fighting his way out. Fortitude, with 1,000 gold, is falling apart. It feels like he has no answer to Raider Walker. The classic cookie cutter build of all the orcs historically. Sometimes going back to the past is the solution for the future. Ooh, that was brutal, this attack by Lin. Oh my god. He can always go into the cloak. Forty has no answers at the moment. No. Level 4. This is so simple. 40 also not spending his gold too much. He forgot about the sanctums for a long time. Without priests and sorks and breakers. What's the dealio? 1 exit kill, but damage is done. 15 food lead. Expo up. Levels are tremendous for Lin. And it feels like Lin can't lose tournaments anymore. While 40 was able to defeat him with pally rifles and completely flustered him. I think also Lin made adjustments in the map pick and ban sequence, as the maps are different in this game compared to the other game they played. Grubby fanboy, thank you for the prime sub. And it's getting really late in China. It's past midnight now. So 40 is not as sharp as he was earlier. And Lin is exploiting that fact hard. If the Mountain King falls, 40 is done. It doesn't look good for the blacksmith. It doesn't look good for the archmage. It doesn't look good for 40 at all. No additional mana, no summons. Even then, there's this spell against it. And that's the Mountain King dead. That's game. That's the tournament. And Lin takes it after WSB on Sunday. Lin also wins the Don't Force Me Cup between Fortitude and Happy and him. And let's be honest, Lin dumpstered him. Dumpstered him. What a day. What a day.